Welcome to our video lesson simply called You Can't Coach What You Don't Hear. We talk about this a lot in training. Supervisors want to get people using skills as quickly as possible, and reps want to use them as well as quickly as possible, but they're hesitant very often and timid very often because we put a lot of pressure on them to get out there on phone calls and do a great job. And sometimes the bottom line is it doesn't matter how they sound, because it won't get better until they start using it. And that's what this video is about. You can't coach what you don't hear. There's some thoughts for you to help put this all in perspective. And then there's a few responses to your reps and agents when they're continuing to be hesitant about using new skills. So first of all, a rep needs to use a skill to perfect it. No one comes out of the gates outstanding. Most people are average at best. And even if you have a great new hire training, they're still going to learn the nuances of each skill by using it with clients and understanding how the clients respond. So the bottom line for reps is we're not looking for perfection when they first start using new skills. Place less importance on quality and more importance on repetition and frequency and just starting to use the skill. In your coaching, reassure them that, hey, we understand that it's not going to be perfect. That's not a big deal. I just want to get you using it so that I can start coaching to it and help you to perfect it down the road. Celebrate with reps when they do use new skills. A lot of times those supervisors, especially directive style supervisors, will be disappointed. Okay, you used the skill, but it wasn't very good. And we want to celebrate all uses of new skills because now we have something to coach to. But if you're not using it at all, there's not much I can do to help you. So here's a few thoughts with this principle in mind about any resistance that you receive when you're coaching a rep and you're trying to get them to use the new skill. This principle really takes all the pressure off when you're coaching and how your reps respond. So very common resistance. Very often they'll tell you, I'm uncomfortable. I use the other way, the old way. I'm uncomfortable with the new way. Well, the response to that is, of course, it's new. No worries at all. No one is comfortable the first time. If you think about it, if you fold your arms a certain way, right? You've done it the same way your whole life. Just fold them the other way one time. Now, it looks exactly the same on camera, but this to me is very weird. It's not something that I'm used to. And it's the same thing with your reps and their skill sets. Get them using it first. Of course, they're not going to be comfortable the first time. We're not expecting that. That'll take the pressure off. Second one, a lot of times they'll say, hey, I used it a couple of times and it didn't work out for me. Well, if this is a skill that your center is expecting reps to use, we want them to use it. So the response in that situation is, hey, no big deal at all. I'm glad you tried it, but let's face it, when you try things for the first time, it's not usually your best. So after you get some repetition, I'm very confident that it'll turn out much better for you. So let's get you using it one more time and for good. And the third one, very often they'll say they prefer to get some training first or watch another rep do it first. And in those situations, it's a judgment call. Sometimes maybe you do want to put them with another rep to watch them, but if it's time, if tonight's the night and they should be using the skill, then just say, you know what? Let's just go for it. We can watch other people. I can show you training. You've had meetings and trainings about this. Today's the day we work on it. And remember, I'm not expecting perfection, and that will get most reps on board and using that skill that very same day. So you can't coach what you don't hear. Never forget that. If they're not using it, you can't make it better. So the most important thing is focus on getting them to use it today and take that pressure off them that they need to be excellent. If it fails, the good news is now we can make it better. If they never use it, there's always the chance that they never will until you get to this point. So you can't coach what you don't hear. Once you hear it, all good things come from that. Thanks for watching this. Get out on the floor and use this principle today or tonight, and we'll see you on future video lessons.